Hi everybody, welcome to a new episode of What's New in Shalene's Neck of the Woods. I'm just trying to readjust this, and today is starting the last week of the hashtag Christmas color Christmas hashtag. Sorry, we'll start again. Hashtag Color Christmas in July, and we are doing the tree. And in honor of Jen's birthday on the 30th, you are to glitter this baby up. So I will show that in a minute, but I don't know if you watched the video I did yesterday, but that's the finished piece. And I actually had someone ask for it, and I said yes, I would send it to her. And she says, no, just send me a print of it and I'll color it myself. And I said, no, I can't. There's copyright issues. Bennett Klein does not let us do that. I said, and I can print up me another one and color me another one, but she said this matches her living room, the colors in it. So I offered to send it to her, and she's going to frame it and hang it up. I feel honored. She wanted to pay me, and I said, absolutely not. This coloring community has given me so many free coloring books and supplies that I can't charge someone for this. So I am sending this on to her. And then today Jade Summer has up a new book called Fairies, and this is her free page out of that today. If you belong to her Facebook group, she posted on there. I think if you go to her website for Jade Summer, it probably is on there for you to download this fairy. So that book's going to have to go on my wish list. Either that or I'll just pay for the PDF, because we all know I like coloring them on cardstock. I don't like the Create Space coloring book, so I might just order this. And why do I have this? I don't know. So today we are coloring in the tree, and I have my tart burner going, and today we have going Kentucky Harvest. Can you see that? Kentucky Harvest by Goose Creek. Goose Creek candles are my absolute favorite. They outbeat Yankee Candle and are cheaper than Yankee Candle. The beginning of fall last year, I bought a whole bunch of these, so I have several scents of autumn, and I used a lot of them, but I still have a lot left. And a lot of them I have left because I can only burn them in the family room, because Scott is very picky about scents, and he doesn't want them in. I have a tart burner in my bedroom and one in the living room, and he sits in the living room to watch TV. I overtake the family room. And so he said he did not like this scent, and he doesn't like cinnamon. I love cinnamon and peppermint, but they're too strong for him. So I do have this one going today, even though it's July. Justin picked this out today. He was sitting in here, and I said, what one do you want to smell? So he went through them, and this is what we are smelling, and it smells so good in here. So I don't have anything really new to talk about, because I didn't go anywhere last night or this morning. Our internet was acting up yesterday and through the night. I wanted to watch a bunch of YouTube videos, and it kept freezing. And it took forever to upload my videos, because I did the 2 videos yesterday. I did the Nutcracker one, or no, I don't know what I'm talking about. That Mandela one I just showed you I finished. I did that video and Friday Reads. So it took forever to upload those. And I never remember to tell you what colors I'm using. This one is leaf green. So we talked a lot about our Christmases and holidays, but I never told the story of my worst Christmas. Actually, I think I have two of them. So, 2 days before Christmas, the pump in our well broke. We live out in the country. We have well water. And it broke. So we had to call our electrician who lives up the road. He used to live up the road from us. And said, we host Christmas here. We need water. It's cold. You know, we need the water. So he sent out the guys that worked for him to put in the new pump. So they were here throughout the day, put in the new pump. Water's working. We get ready to go to bed and realize the heater on our water bed is not working. Our alarm clocks are not lit up. They had hooked it up to the same breaker as our bedroom, and it blew everything in our bedroom, including a really nice stereo I had had since I was a teenager, because I already had another nice one in the family room, so I kept that one in our bedroom. Said to call him up and tell him, and he's like, okay, go buy new ones, send me the receipt, I'll pay for it all. My friend happened to have a waterbed heater that they weren't using their waterbed anymore. And I said, okay. So we bought that from her. She wrote us a receipt. I went and bought a new stereo and 2 new alarm clocks. And he wrote us a check right away. So, Christmas morning, we wake up, and I have an abscessed tooth. Yeah, that was a fun day. Opening gifts in pain. Cooking and eating in pain. There's nothing worse than a toothache and an earache. I can put up with a lot of pain, but not a toothache and an earache. So being that it's Christmas Day, I now have to wait and call. Hold on, I've got to silence my phone. Sorry. Okay. That was Miss Ann Hatfield messaging me on Facebook. So, we have, our Christmas and everything, and I'm popping pain pills best I can. So the next day I call the dental place, because at this time I wasn't going to my regular dentist because my husband's dental plan had changed at work, and you had to go to, I think it was called Q Dental. You had to go to them. You couldn't use the dentist that we used to have because he wasn't a Q Dental. So I call them, make my appointment. I can come in. I have to have the money up front. Who the hell has that kind of money up front on the day after Christmas? So I go in and I get a root canal. It's my second root canal I had ever had. So I already knew once they started with that, the pain was going to go away. Then he tells me how much a cap is, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? And our insurance didn't cover hardly any of this crap. So he says you have to have the money up front. When you come back in 2 days for the cap, I'm not going to have the money up front. It was like $800. It was Christmas. I said, you don't do payment plans every month? Nope. So I didn't get the cap put on. They did the root canal, that was it. And they covered the top of the tooth with, like they do with a cavity. Okay. So speed ahead anyways. So I got that done. I'm not going to speed ahead. I'll tell that story later. So we get home. Now, mind you, it's the day after Christmas. I'm in Western New York. It's cold in December. We get home. The house is cold. Furnace broke down. Are you freaking kidding me? So we had to go and have the furnace fixed. That was a couple $100. Oh my gosh. Needless to say, that was a war. Things come in threes. They really do. They really do. And because I didn't have a cap put on, I just had them put in like a filling. It should have lasted, and it probably would have. No, wait a minute. What did happen? I'm trying to remember the chain of events with this tooth. Both of them were with Q Dental. The tooth got an abscess because the filling had fallen out of that tooth. That's what happened. The filling fell out of that tooth months before that. And I had called and I told them I needed to have it filled. And because we were a new customer to Q Dental, and if any of you have worked for them, I'm sorry, but I am blasting them. The filling had fallen out, so I called them. The filling fell out of my tooth. I'm a new customer. We just got the insurance not too long ago. I haven't had a time to meet the dentist. I said, so I need to have a new filling put in. And the receptionist was very nasty and said, we are very busy right now, and we don't just make an appointment to fix a filling. You have to come in and meet the dentist and have a consultation. And I said, okay. She says, and we're busy, so it's going to be 2 months. And I said, excuse me? I had a filling fall out. I'm getting food stuck in my tooth. Nope, that's the best we can do. And I said, well, after the consultation, when can I get the filling filled? And she says, oh, that'll be a couple months after that. And I'm like, forget it. I don't need your business. So that's why I ended up with an abscess, because I did get food stuck in it. And boy, they took me in for that emergency, though. Freaking people. It's amazing how they can take you in for an emergency. To me, having a filling fall out is an emergency. So I ended up losing that tooth. That's right. That's why I didn't get a cap pull on it, because they were going to put a cap on it, and then they told me the price. And I said, well, what's the price to have it filled and that, or have it pulled? And they said that was like half the price. Well, it's Christmas time, so we went with having my tooth pulled. And when Scott's company switched insurances again, we got to go back to my original dentist, who was furious of the way I was treated, because I should not have lost that tooth. So that's what happened. I was trying to remember the chain of events on that tooth. I don't usually have teeth problems. I've only had like 3 or 4 cavities my whole life. And I've had 2 root canals, and I have 1 cap. I still have all my wisdom teeth. So, yeah, that was a very expensive Christmas. And then in 1999, my one grandmother passed away like 10 days before Christmas. She was very much into the holidays. Awesome baker and cook. That was a hard Christmas. It's always hard when you lose someone and then it's the first holiday without them. But that one was really hard. So I've been kind of lazy today. I wanted to be up at 2 o'clock to upload the 2 videos. I couldn't fall asleep last night, so I didn't fall asleep till 1 o'clock. So when I happened to roll over to look at the time, it was 4:30. I'm like, crap. So I want the videos done before 8 a.m. Just the way that my internet works. And since the internet was slow, it was taking it longer to upload. So all I do is I click on the upload and then I go to bed. And it already tells me, usually it tells me about how much longer it's going to take. How much, the time limit, how long it takes to upload. And then I'll usually tell myself, you need to wake up at this time so you can click publish. Well, the one took like double the amount of time that it should have, which was the Friday freebie. So that didn't get done till late. I slept in till 9, I think it was. Justin had gotten up and he had fed the cats. I know I just thought I had a pine green. I'm looking for it. Looking for the pine green. There it is. Pine green. And yes, I'm still using the polychromos. That's what I'm using for all of them in here. So, yeah, that was 2 Christmases that I can remember that were bad. I have pink lemonade in my Minions tumbler, Tervis cup. And it's Crystal Light, so there's no sugar. So I took my sugar count this morning and the number they're still going down. Got a scratch, dry spot on my throat. Some of you, well, a lot of you, have done awesome backgrounds on the Nutcracker and the sled. And the gingerbread house. But some of those Nutcracker pictures are awesome. So I can't wait to see what some of you do with this page. And I have to tell you, we have a great group on Facebook. I am lining up buddy colors for August and September. I have a buddy color I'm starting tomorrow with Jen from Reading with Pugs. So I will do a video of that too. And tomorrow's video will be the Happy Mail I got this week, plus what I bought at the art store yesterday. I forgot to grab my blender pencil, so I'm just using the white one for now, because it works just as well. Sometimes it works better than a blender pencil. Also, for some reason, a lot of Christmases, I am really sick through the month. I think the stress because usually my in-laws wait till the last minute to decide what we're doing, and then they expect me to change my plans, and I shouldn't have to change my plans. And they always favor the ex-sister-in-law and go by her schedule. They did when she was married to my brother-in-law, and they still do it, and always told Scott to take the time off. Always made me mad. You take the time off from work. It's easier for you. And Scott would get so mad, but he never said anything. But I'm the bad one. I always got blamed for it. Love my in-laws. I get along fine with them. Couldn't have asked for a better mother-in-law and father-in-law. I don't know why all of a sudden I have the sniffles. I have a cat that I grounded today. I know this sounds funny. You grounded your cat? He is the only one of our cats that's allowed to go outside, and that's only because he was a stray when we got him. He was like a year old when he showed up on our doorstep. Anyways, because we have Fox and now a Fisher that go after cats, he's always had a curfew of 9 o'clock at night. And last night I went to let him in, and he was nowheres around. And Justin and I called him and called him and called him, and he never came home. And about every couple hours I'd wake up and I'd go look, and he still wasn't out there. So this morning, when I checked again at 7 a.m., he's sitting on the porch looking at me like, "What's your problem?" So I told him that he was a very naughty cat. I was very mad at him. And he was grounded today. And he didn't seem to care anything I had to say to him. He is getting old. And Scott says, "I don't think he'll be around much longer." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? He gets around fine. He's a fat little thing, and I think from catching vermin out there and maybe sneaking food at the neighbors, I don't know. He doesn't get fed any more than any of the other cats." So he acts fine, he eats. He does stick around the house more, doesn't take off as like he used to. Still has all his teeth. So, I don't know. He acts fine to me, so I don't know why Scott said that. It's a little warm today. It says showers for tonight. Chance, 30 or 40% chance of rain showers tonight. It's been a very rainy summer. Okay, there's that. Stars. Now don't forget, we have to bling this page up. I do have Wink of Stella. I have clear, and I have gold and gold and silver. I have different colors of stickles and other glitter glue, and I have glitter gel pens. So we will glitter this baby up. Better put that there. Yeah. So I'm doing a lot of coloring today. Want to watch some movies. I'm still watching YouTube videos. So I'm going to have to pull out. Oh, I know. I can finish that today, later on, while watching YouTube videos. Because that just needs shading, and because that was all done in watercolors. So that's what I'll do. And I'll work on this again tomorrow for a little bit. And I'm doing a buddy color with Jen out of the Alice in Wonderland by, what's his name? Fabiana Attanasio. And then I've been lining up buddy colors in my Facebook group. And my Facebook group is getting kind of quiet. I don't know why. Don't know if people are busy because of summertime. I'm not getting many people that want to do the buddy colors. Just looking to see what colors to use. And I watched somebody I'm not subscribed to show her coloring books collection, and I did not realize that people posted their finished pages on Pinterest. I don't use Pinterest, but I did end up clicking follow on a lot of them because they had a lot of them that are beautiful finishes, and I like to look at them, and I also like to watch the speed color and other like tutorials to get ideas for colors, and then I just put my own spin on it. What are all the colors used on these ornaments, lights? And then I printed up a ton of colored pictures from Pinterest, and then I've been finding out that some of them they weren't supposed to be up there. They were put up there illegally, and I'm like, but I already printed them up, and some have been colored. So they're for myself. I'm not handing them out. And it's kind of too late now. I didn't know at the time. I belonged to a couple of coloring groups on Facebook that used to post once or twice a week freebies to do for a color along for the week. And I think I'm coming to find out now that those that they said were freebies were not. So and that's like I used to Google like say Sherry Baldy free coloring pages. So I would Google them and come up with all these different pages, and then find out that they weren't free, they were put up illegally. So yep, I'm learning. I'm learning. I don't know why she's barking. So I've been doing laundry today, watching YouTube videos, getting together my little tote bag of the coloring books that I need for next month for buddy colors. I have one with Jen tomorrow. I have two buddy colors, actually now 3, with a couple of people in my Facebook group, and another one with a peeper that watches my videos, and she doesn't do videos. She asked if I would do a buddy color with her. So I said sure. Other than that, I have no news for today. We did have I don't know if I told this yesterday, when Justin and I came back from lunch, the traffic was rerouted. So Justin found out that there was a fatality car accident. He had died in the car accident. It was just one person, and he'd been there quite a while. His car went down a ravine and was wrapped around a tree, and a farmer found him. He'd been there a while. Said, yeah, they don't know what happened, and I'm thinking, dear, because where it happened is where Justin had his car accident a couple years ago, and just the other, and almost at least once a week, the deer run out in front of my car in that spot, so I'm always slowing down, either in the morning or on the way home from Dylan's. Oh, I'm trying to come up with other ideas for colors. So, he wasn't from around here. And there is a guardrail in, but right where that happened, there isn't. They don't know if the person had like a heart attack or something, and I'm thinking, nah, probably not. Probably a deer. But they are thinking it happened the day before. I really don't want to use, well, I can use a lot of pencils because I can go over the pencils with the glitter. And Thursday we had thunderstorms. They went around us, but about 40 minutes away, they had tornadoes. So the Erie County Fairgrounds had damage, and the racetrack had a lot of damage that the racetrack is closed for the rest of the season. Thankfully, the fair wasn't going on because that's not for a couple more weeks, but there were 3,500 people there because that's where the gaming is for betting. New York State betting. So that's why Cuomo came out, because, you know, gotta help them because that's part of New York State money, tax money in that. So is that like foil wrapped around the tree pot, or is that wood? I might do that in gold. What do you think? Do that in gold. This is my gold metallic, and then I can go over it with my glitter gold or Wink of Stella. It says it's gold. It's kind of looking, yeah, it says gold. I would have done this at the kitchen table, but it was really warm in there. Because this table shakes when I'm coloring, and sometimes my arm bumps this tripod that the camera's on. Yeah. I just keep putting layers. And more layers. I hope that you've all enjoyed the hashtag Color Christmas in July. I think we should do it again next year. And use this book till it's all colored in. Or maybe there'll be a new one out that everybody will want to color in next year. Yipper. So, I don't usually bake Christmas cookies because none of us really eat them. We aren't big sweet eaters. One year I made a ton of cookies. I made probably 10 different kinds and a couple dozen of each kind, and I took them to the gas station where Scott's the manager, and I gave each one of the guys a tray of cookies. And I never did that again because we still had a lot here in the house and ended up throwing a lot out because we just don't eat that stuff. We aren't even big on like Christmas cake or birthday cakes, I mean. I like pies. My grandmother used to make this awesome blueberry pie. And she made a banana cream, was to die for, and her lemon meringue. Oh my gosh. We didn't have them very often, you know, so that was a treat. Sorry, I hit the tripod. My favorite cookies are what's called humdingers. And I didn't make them this past Christmas, but I usually make them. And they have dates in them. And you don't you don't bake those. They get cooked. They get cooked on the stove, I think. And then you form them into balls and I got brain farts today. You rolled them in your hand and then you rolled them in confectionery sugar. And they are to die for. Yes, they're my favorite. How long is this? Oh my gosh, it's been 53 minutes. Really? Oh, well then I am done for now. I will finish this. Well, I won't finish it, but I'll do another video tomorrow. And until it's done. So that's it for today, peepers. My little peepers. Yes, I hate calling you subscribers. I like peepers. Someone said they didn't care for the peepers, but it was better than being called a monkey. I burst out laughing when I read that. Yep. Okay. So that's it. That concludes the episode for today. So look for tomorrow's new episode of What's New in Shalene's Neck of the Woods. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.